Today, Precarious plays
Final Fantasy Tactics Advance.
I've spent a lot of time looking at other pieces of this series from a great distance and admiring all of the pretty design and all of the coolness and all of the fancy cosplays and all of the everything around the game, but I have never undertaken playing a Final Fantasy game for myself. And every time a new, fresh, amazing one comes out, I like reach out a hand hesitantly, like I'm going to get it, and then I'm like, no, it's too much. I can't.
The weight of the pedigree is too much.
Yes, it would be like me getting out of my compact space mobile and then going out and finding a sports fancy car. I can't remember what the name of it is right now, but it has the wing doors that floop up and you can't park it in normal places because it would hit the cars next to it. It's so fancy that it's impractical as a machine in some ways.
Well,
you know what I'm talking about? It's the one that has wing doors. You open the doors up.
Are you talking about like the DeLorean? The DeLorean?
No, not the 80s weird one. I'm talking about...
That's just something that different cars have tried. There isn't like one particular model that I think is especially famous for that.
Okay, well...
That's just sort of an extravagant thing.
Whatever the most expensive version of the car with that's probably red or blue with the doors that open up for no reason would be like me going, I'm going to go drive that without any practice very quickly around a racetrack. You know?
So, a formula for a great success.
Big shoes to fill.
Okay.
Big shoes. But, most recently...
Oh, so wait, what you're saying is, it'd be like if you just decided that you wanted to take the Invincible for a spin. You don't get that, because it's a Final Fantasy thing.
I know. This is a source of great trouble for me.
It'd be like starting with, what is it, the Blue Narcissus? And then going to the Invincible? Whatever. I think that's the name of that.
It would be like cosplaying the guy with the jacket and the cool hair, and then having other people cosplay like the guy with the fro and the chocobo on his head, and having a person with a cool accent cosplay girl with blue dress slit up the side, has a big stick, and short friend Strawberry Blonde.
So hold on, why did you just describe, what is that? That's Snow Saz Is that really his name? I might be misremembering his name. Zaz, I think. Snow, Zaz, Fang, and Vanille? Why did you do that way? And why did you skip Lightning?
Who's Lightning?
Oh my god!
I'm joking. That was a joke. Okay, to be clear. Joke. That's...
I know that you saw me play most of Final Fantasy 13.
Well, okay, I was saying that I was going to be the false cosplayer in that group of people who actually knew what they were doing. And I tried to pick those because I was fairly sure they were all from the same game, probably. I did, right?
This guy has a big bunch of HP.
Anyways, so Final Fantasy 14 is a game that I could probably play with other people, but I am afraid because I feel like I'm going to show up to the party late and in a costume, and it's not a costume party.
Oh.
Yeah.
It
like,
hurts my heart.
Oh god,
about
like
it.
that scene in Legally Blonde, which is a movie that I have watched and will admit to having enjoyed, where that one bitch invites her to that one fucking costume party that's not a fucking costume party, and then she shows up in the bunny girl outfit.
Wow.
She shows up at a regular, like, law school, like, nerd party, dressed up as a bunny girl, and it's really embarrassing.
You mean like a sexy bunny girl, not like not like Anya from Buffy wearing like a full, like...
I was going to say not a Willow-style costume. You know how Willow did the Eskimo? Boy, I can't believe
No, I'm pretty sure Anya dressed up as a rabbit.
I know, but I was pointing out that we were referring to different costumes from the same show as
okay.
like not the unsexy costume. Like she came out dressed up as a Playboy bunny to a non-costume Halloween party.
Your language and tone shifted dramatically whenever you started talking about that.
Yeah?
You feeling okay, buddy?
Well, it's just how you talk about these things.
That's how you talk about those things. In this particular case, I guess.
I just have a different language and tone for different situations
For
and
fucking
subjects.
assholes.
Yeah, like that's just how it works. Well, I absorb people's accents. It happens. If I talk to you for long enough, I'll probably come away with a piece of your soul. I mean accent. Sorry. Anyways, I think I want to play Final Fantasy XIV.
You don't want to play Final Fantasy XIV.
Is it too deep a well?
No.
Is there not a kart racer that I could try out that has Final Fantasy on the title?
Oh, no,
and all the cute costumes?
They've got that.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They've got tons of sort of lighter spin-off titles.
But that's one of the reasons that I've been so interested in looking at this game is because...
dang it. What's the name of the one that Final Fantasy sort of like it's got the touch of Monster Hunter. I can't remember. I played quite a bit of it on the 3DS.
Final Fantasy Monster Touch the Third?
No.
On the 3DS?
Yeah. It was like Final Fantasy... Oh, well. Someone has probably already edited in. Didn't even give me a chance to figure it out on my own. Oh, never mind. I guess I'll just move on. Well, anyway.
Why don't I want to play Final Fantasy XIV?
Because it's not great.
I always thought that I would like to play this game because on the surface it looked similar to Fire Emblem, but now I am not quite so sure because under the gears it is not quite so Fire Emblem. Like, I think that you're worrying more about jobs and career paths and stuff like that than... I mean, Fire Emblem does have elements of managing people's promotion, but...
Not especially, because it's especially in the one we're playing right now.
It's kind of a straight path.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the thing that you really have to worry about is trying to get everyone leveled in a way and time that is appropriate. Now, other later...
Oh, I'm sure, game. Okay.
Other later additions to the series give you a lot more stuff to consider, which I think is fine and everything, but... I don't know.
I wasn't actually expecting that guy to get to move again.
Mm-hmm.
I may be in trouble.
Well...
Oh, what? Game?
What? Wait, I'm not game.
Game, I'm game. I am not game. I'm upset because I just watched Mont Blanc get smacked in the face on a 30% hit chance attack.
Yeah.
And get knocked out, and Isaac, who is at full HP, just dodged something from behind. It had like a 70% chance to hit, I think.
Yeah.
It was just bad luck. Poor Mont Blanc has been getting beat up this whole playthrough. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but I've been keeping track. He keeps really helping out and then getting smacked down at the end of every battle.
It does... I had not thought this to be a non-Moogleistic characteristic. So I just thought that that was what the Moogle does. The Moogle comes in with great heart and tiny wings and distracts your opponents and then gets bashed to the ground. And then you revive him and make his clan successful.
Nah, it's a sort of haphazard, I'm playing in a way where I'm rushing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, to do it a little more organically.
You know, it's hard for me to say that because you know that I planned all of the... What do you do? How do you succinctly describe a style of play where you planned a lot of stuff out ahead of time, but the moment-to-moment gameplay you're trying to do in an impromptu fashion?
Jazz.
Okay.
You're playing jazz. That's what you're doing.
Because what I did is it's like I know that I want I know that I want New Kid to have fighter abilities and blue magic. And I know that I want to level him up primarily as a ninja when it is convenient for me to do so that way he gains quite a lot of speed. But I'm also not afraid of going into a battle with only 5 people instead of 6. No, because it makes the moment-to-moment gameplay, the actual battling part, a little more interesting when it's sort of chaotic.
Yeah, so jazz.
Okay. So Final Fantasy XIV. At first, whenever I started playing it, and I'm playing it right now in its free trial, and that's important because I have not committed any money to it yet.
Yeah.
So I normally think whenever I have the opportunity to play a game without making much of an investment, that there's a certain honesty to it, you know, because I can just, I'm not ever feeling guilty that maybe I made a purchase that wasn't wise.
So you're not trying to say, yay, I'm having fun.
Because I paid money, so I better be.
I better be having fun. Paid money for this.
So, at first I wasn't super into it, but then once I started trying to craft some stuff, I started to draw parallels between Final Fantasy XIV and Fantasy Life, which is a game that I love.
Yes.
I love just sort of wasting a little bit of time to wind down with Fantasy Life. Like, I still occasionally play it.
Yeah.
But it's still a WoW-style MMO. What I think of as a WoW-style MMO.
Which a lot of people like.
Yes, and it's fine, but it is not a game that I'm willing to pay for the privilege of playing. I don't know if I've talked about WoW enough in the past to just be like, it's like WoW, and then move on, because I have a very specific experience with WoW that I cannot describe right at the tail end of this episode. Remind me, put a big note on that clipboard. I will prepare my thoughts, and at the beginning of the next session, I'll just give like a 10-minute speech on my feelings on WoW and Final Fantasy XIV. Okay, we're undertaking a dangerous mission today. We'll need code names. You will be Captain Stupendous. I will be Viceroy Chancellor.
Like, what's your... Never mind. I will not question because they are code names.
It's for the best, Captain.